see what Dandelion's all about now.
I'm itching to meet someone.
Gerald?
What happened in Vizima after I disappeared?
Who knows? I left soon after you. Though I did hear that you staged quite a bloodbath.
Sometimes killing is necessary.
Now don't get offended, but has killing people become a pleasure for you?
You don't kill humans in self-defense. Salamanders and their kind deserve to die. I have nothing against slaying humans. Damn.
Salamanders and their kind deserve to die.
I won't judge you. I just hope you know what you're doing.
I do.
Gerald?
Now, the reasoning behind choosing that and just killing self-defense only is that Gerald is a self-righteous bastard, really. And Dandelion, his best friend, so of course he's going to be what's called honest to him.
I wanted to answer that letter.
Good idea. I have pen and parchment. Think of a beginning.
Maybe kindest friend. Oh. That's a reference to the books. Because in the books, at one point, Gerald had been doing some stuff, slipping around to, I think, even though he was with Yennefer Vengerberg, that is. And to apologise, he sent a letter that he opened up with, "Dear friend." Oh no, he didn't open up with it, no. He ended it with, either regards, your dear friend Gerald, or just calling Yennefer his dear friend. Yennefer, of course, got very angry at this and sent him a letter back that was just full of, dear friend. Just so angry all the way through. Actually, let us just find that. Dear friend Witcher. Yup, here we go. From the books. And it's from the third book, meaning the first of the saga after the short stories. But here we go, the entire bit with the letter. Dear friend, the Witcher swore quietly, looking at the sharp, angular, even runes drawn with energetic sweeps of the pen, faultlessly reflecting the author's mood. He felt once again the desire to try to bite his own backside in fury. When he was writing to the enchantress a month ago, he had spent 2 nights in a row contemplating how best to begin. Finally, he had decided on dear friend. Now he had his just desserts. Dear friend, your unexpected letter, which I received not quite 3 years after we last saw each other, has given me much joy. From your letter it appears that you have lived a peaceful, wonderfully boring life, devoid of all sensation. These days, such a life is a real privilege, dear friend, and I am happy that you have managed to achieve. I was touched by the sudden concern which you deigned to show as to my health, dear friend. I agree with your opinion that the help of yet another magician is absolutely necessary. I feel honoured to be the second to whom you turn. What have I done to deserve to be so high on your list? I am, after all, your dear friend. Your valuable friendship is too important to me to disappoint you, dear friend. Should you, in the next few years, wish to write to me, do not hesitate for a moment. Your letters invariably give me boundless pleasure. Your friend, Yennefer. The letter smelled of lilac and gooseberries. Geralt cursed. So he opened up with dear friend in his own letter. Ugh. This is more like the dearest Tristan. No, let us go with the kindest friend, which is... the other one I read was an English translation of the books, meaning that in Polish it would be kindest friend. That's even better. That's the kind of stuff Geralt would do as a book reference. We gotta go with it.
Maybe kindest friend.
I see. Your feelings for her have waned.
I don't want to talk about it. Now what? Something about Alvin?
I'm sure she's worried about him.
I can ask her to notify Foltest immediately if Ada's doing. Maybe I can describe what's happening here in Murky Waters. Okay, of course, the game is also for people who have not played the books. What the hell am I talking about? Not read the books either. Also, of course, you pick love letters to the books, and we're going for that angle too. And what's happening in Murky Waters? Nothing's happening. But at the same time, souls were immediately for Ada's doings. Let's think Geralt. Geralt would want to just talk about what's going on, because nothing's going on.
Maybe I can describe what's happening here in Murky Waters.
She could find that interesting. Sit down and write it. The fisherman could take it to Vizima.
Okay. So I have letter to Trish. I have no objection to killing humans if I believe they deserve to die. Let's look at that. I'm going to kill humans when I think they deserve to die. Yes. Letter to Trish. Let's read it. My friend! I have found Alvin, thanks in no small part to your insight. Also, I received the amulet from Dandelion. Do not worry, the boy will be alright. I will take care of him. I understand that I have to spend some time away from Vizima. Here in Murky Waters, the time seems to pass according to its own rhythm. It is a very beautiful place, with grain fields swaying in the wind and a crystal clear lake. The people here are also very pleasant. Your letter made me very happy. Thank you for your kind words. I am truly content that I may call you my friend. It means a lot to me. Take care and keep your chin up. Geralt. Oh. He's answered Trish's letter and explained my feelings. Geralt is also just a goof.
Fight your mother, such dwarf cock.
You too. Let's talk with Dandelion some more before we find the
Geralt?
rock.
How do I get the letter off?
Best see the fisherman. He'll take it to Vizima.
Is that the Fisher King or just a fisherman?
So, what will the new ballad be about?
It'll be a masterpiece, in verse. Interesting, horrifying, romantic,
And the story?
engaging, and straight from life. I changed my mind, see? Poets don't need to embellish. Life is colorful enough.
Aim to write about peasants working the fields? Dandelion, I know you better than that.
Not as well as you think. You'll see.
Alright.
See ya.
But he's on to something now. There's enough great stuff going on in life. That guy has no name. How do we have the rock?
Who wants to get slapped?
Okay.
Your fame precedes you. Not now. Wait.
Okay, so they won't find us now. Okay. Later then, I suppose. The game is saving itself. That's good. That's the fisherman. Well, he lets up. We'll go in there and just to check. Julian and the Virgin Priest. Isn't Julian going to be at the inn? Or did he just walk off? I must give Alvin the damn rich amulet. And Lena's house? Lena's house. Wonderful. Oh, the soundtrack is just so good. That's wonderful. Chicken. Abigail. Abigail! Ah. Interesting. Even if it's on red, now we do. Oh, it's good to have some good stuff, some sweat. Just maxing out on that, so maybe we should make some more stuff. We have a candy, so we can pick up 2 more because it will not take up more interest space. Chicken legs. We don't have any chicken legs. We're sort of running low on food. Let's just grab them. Let's chat with Abigail.
Greetings again, Geralt.
Greetings, Abigail. You found a new home.
I was welcomed with open arms. Their own healer died last winter. If you like, I'll betray to you their greatest secret.
You haven't changed a bit.
I've developed a special ointment, drawing on the old healer's recipe. It makes their cow's coat shine. In truth, I have changed. What brings you here? For I cannot believe you missed me.
Did you post this notice? Why don't you live in the village? Take both.
Did you post this notice?
About the Devourer's teeth? I need 10 for a love potion.
Then I'm off to hunt devourers.
I await your catch.
That sudden exclamation.
What do you want?
Why don't you live in the village?
Witches live outside villages, as they always have. You must accept that.
Abigail, remember the cave?
The past is past, nothing more.
Okay. Did you have a runestone for us, maybe? No. Got a bunch of booze and books we've already read. And here we can steal from him. No. What a shame. Let's see. In this house. Of course, also going to the lakeside again for the daily bread in case we're sent off to do some more stuff. The Vogin priest might be there too, so... And we have to give the letter to the fisherman. I suppose it's a Fisher King. If the game and or Triss starts spurging out or getting rightfully angry at us for choosing the dearest friend or kindest friend path, then so be it. As Geralt being Geralt, rather me playing Geralt as him. Even of course with some of his character development throughout the books removed, because this was from the 3rd book, meaning he would have had plenty of time to change, and he did throughout the books, and realised how important it was. Love and all that. We're also playing Geralt with amnesia. So all he has is character traits still. His memory's all gone. And that's a funny thing about amnesia, isn't it? I haven't really done enough research on the topic myself to really comment on it. But if someone suffers from amnesia, and they've had some revelations throughout their life that help develop their character and their personality, would that disappear with the amnesia because they've forgotten about those experiences? Say someone gets a revelation in the early 20s, for example. This is important, that the way you get there is by doing X, Y, and Z. Now you get amnesia. Now you play the game of throwing a brick into the air and counting to 5, then stepping away, and miscount, get bopped in the head with the brick. But lose the memory, and to get back into society and all that. Do they then lose some of the developed traits they did not have from the get-go, without going into entire discussion of what traits are you born with and how much of it is predetermined compared to how much is the milieu you grew up in and so on.
I'd like to get a letter to Vizima. Thanks. I'm looking for a Vodian priest. I think I know what you mean. I saw some nasty-looking Vodianoi on the shore. Did they drive the priest away? Well, I hope they haven't scared him off for good. Take care.
Do people at their core have their set personality, set way of being? Take the ugly duckling, the fairy tale, for example. About a duckling that turns out is very, very ugly compared to the other ducklings. Then it grows up and it turns out it was actually a swan. And the finishing line is, it doesn't matter if you grew up in a duck yard, as long as you came from a swan egg. Of course, very old fairy tale, so idea that you were born with your traits and that's it. That's kind of an old way of thinking by now, and nowadays you'd be more likely to find people subscribing to the notion that no, you make your own luck, you make your own you. Well, I find it interesting because I think it's a little case of column A and a little case of column B. It's just stuff that you'll just inherently have through genetics, or just stuff that you'll pick up from your parents at a very young age, and that just sets in, and you can't really get away from it because it's been with you since always. And other stuff you pick up along the way, such as sayings or mannerisms or stuff you find from other people you think are charismatic, or you might not even actively think they're charismatic. They might just influence you subconsciously, and then you start repeating things they say or do because you think that person is cool, I want to be cool, so I'm going to do like they do, even though you don't actively think it. Therefore you get changed by it, or you might, as I mentioned earlier, have a revelation and figure out that, hey, this here is how I want to be, and then you work towards being that you want to be because you think that's the way you should be doing it. Well, others might think that I'm feeling like shit, so that's just how I feel and nothing can change that ever. And I personally believe those people are setting themselves up for defeat. By all means, I'd go as far as to say that they're just awful people. They're awful towards themselves, and therefore they're not good towards anyone else. Because they will never, or at least not without help. Without help, they won't try to change themselves for their own sake. I'm not saying this in the way that, oh, some character traits are just, or some people should not be who they are, that's a dumb idea for them. No, it's more a case of, why didn't we tweet it? They're setting themselves up for failure by not believing things can get better, or by believing that they are set in stone as being miserable. Because of course you're going to be miserable and set in stone and unable to get out of that miserability, that miserable spot. If you don't believe you can change that, if you don't believe you can do anything about it, if you believe like everything's shit, everything's bad, it's just some curse that's fallen upon you since always, chances are you're wrong. Chances are you're just not looking for ways to change it, looking for ways to help yourself. Even if the way you're helping yourself is by telling friends and family, or just one of those two, hey, I'm feeling like shit. I don't want to feel like shit, please help. They'll most likely help you, either by telling you to go to the doctor, helping you go to the doctor with you if they're really great, or get redirected towards a psychologist, psychiatrist, someone they know who can help. Even the way they want to help you is by means of magical healing rocks. you will still be moving and working towards helping yourself and fixing your situation. Meaning you will ever so slowly actually get towards that. And sure, depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain. And sure, that means it's not just a matter of being yourself, bruh, or whatever the hell you want to tell others or believe in. No. But you can still help that because something is causing it, whether it's your diet, how you live, lack of social interaction, lack of being in the right milieus. Everything can cause it, really, except for being great. But just work towards being where you should be and doing what you should be doing, and then you will be great. You will be shining ever so bright.
Yes?
I bought bread.
I'm pleased we didn't misplace our trust.
Here, 5 loaves.
I thank you. Moments like these make me think we can end this spiral of hatred and accept each other as we are.
That's surprising to hear from Ceruvial of all elves, but unless of course your rule did change in the books and I've just forgotten it. Who's this guy?
Geralt, I'm not surprised to see you. It's me, Sheridan. Recognize me?
Sheridan?
Apparently not. You were busy.
It's been some time.
True, Geralt. And see what's come of it. A mess, not assimilation. You work hard, you pay taxes, then come the pogroms. You flee as they torch your tavern.
Hard times.
Good you're here.
Why are you here?
Same as the rest, eating berries and dreaming of my place on Earth.
Try doing something else. Guerrilla warfare can be dangerous.
I've survived that. Humans prevented me from living as I wished to. Disdainful times. More bad luck round the corner.
Farewell.
Some guy in the books that I've just forgotten. Right, the caves are open back here, or is it just the modular thingamajig where it then ends there? Yeah, it ends there. But no, really, if you, dear viewer, if you aren't doing good, get help. Even if, or help yourself by getting help. And I'm not going to direct you to anywhere specific because everyone has their own ways that work for them. No, what I want you to do is you think about what would help you the most. And if you think watching anime and jerking off all day is the answer, I will hunt you down and I will tell you no. Straight to your face. Because that won't solve anything. Julian the Vodjan priest is not there. It's the island, the day, yeah, back to Alden. Assets to fields. We haven't been at the fields, but let's just go back to Murky Waters. Now, I know this is a 10-minute long rant now, but it's important stuff, and it's one of my, what do we call it, although things that I am passionate about, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Because I've dealt with people, I've worked with people, I've befriended people, I am friends with people. I've been through stuff myself that involved being in a bad spot. And what helped? Trying to get better. And suddenly everything falls into place because you're getting better, you're feeling great over getting better. Your friends and family, they're thrilled to see you suddenly just shining. And then that helps you motivate yourself to keep going. And then suddenly, before you know it, that thing you thought was just gonna be a dream, it's not a dream, and it's not a lie anymore, it's become reality because you did what you wanted to do, and therefore you ended up where you wanted to be because you pushed through and you got that. And it fucking works if you just put your heart and mind and body, put yourself, all of you, into it. You will get there. Mark my fucking words. And I've seen it. I've experienced it. And with seen it, I mean I've seen other people being in bad places. I've helped people in bad places. Even people I haven't helped, I've seen them help themselves. The compass is freaking out. There we go. And it just agitates me, it pains me to see people give up before they've even tried. Because it's just sad. It's sad to see someone, or hear from someone, or feel someone who's hurting, refusing help, refusing to get better, refusing to just relax, sit down. And where are we going again? We're going to that house. Oh yeah, it's a house we have to run around in a weird way. Budget. I know I'm just some voice on the internet to you right now. There's no person attached to it, just some guy playing The Witcher who suddenly goes off on a rant about seeking medical help for, Jesus, not this again, for psychiatric and psychological problems. But really, and sure, you could call me a hypocrite for saying don't just sit on your fat ass or flat ass and play video games and watch anime and all that good stuff all day while I'm doing a let's play. But I'm not watching anime, and I never will. Because anime, I have a grudge against it, but that's a different story. Now let's focus on the game again. What the hell's Alvin? Yeah, let's just talk with the girl.
Why do you seek me?
I'm looking for Alvin.
If he's not in the village, check the fairy tale ruins nearby.
Thanks.
What the hell? Just run off to some ruins alone. Let's tell her all the other
Why
stuff
do
we
you
know
seek me?
Same time.
Has Alvin been behaving strangely?
He told some terrible stories. I thought him delirious.
What did he say?
Something about ghosts condemned to suffer eternally by unrequited love. It was so...
Romantic, I know. I'll find it.
Why do you seek me?
I saw Julian and Selena together, but don't get bent out of shape. Selena's starved for attention. Julian didn't seem really interested.
Selena can be unbearable, but she'll change if she marries. And Julian, well, he loves me, and no argument can change that. I merely wanted to be sure Julian was well, without him knowing or thinking I was concerned. Thank you, Witcher.
Ah, women.
Do you want to take me in wedding preparations? That's probably just check on Alvin. This game is really showing its age in a way, but not in a negative way. It's great that it's full of humor. I mean, there's no actual, I don't know, male chauvinism in that. In what girl said. It's just fun, good old, banterous joke or whatever. Okay, so Alvin's out by the fairy tale ruins. That's something I think is irresponsible to do, even in the Middle Ages. Just letting some 10-year-old kid or whatever it is, just run off far away from anything and anyone at 3 a.m. I mean, shit, we are in the boonies, we're in the middle of nowhere. But that's not what you do and what you let a kid do. I mean, come on.